Hey guys, I wanted to post a video response to the 7 questions challenge. If you don't know what that is, basically We Happy Trans, which is a great website I encourage you all to go to, and I'll link it below, posted 7 questions that they wanted every trans person, but especially trans YouTubers, to answer. So I'm here to give you my answers, and I'll just go ahead and jump right in. The first question is, what's your name, chosen or otherwise? My name is William Amon. I actually, even though it's my middle name, came up with Amon first, and that's usually what I tell people my name is, what I go by. And the way that I came up with it is because most of my family background is based in Ireland, or at least Scot-Irish. And so it's an Irish name, and it means rich protector or wealthy defender. Now, the way I came up with William is I basically went to my mom and asked her, hey, if I was born a boy, what would you have named me? And she said that my name would have been William. And I really liked the name. It was the name of my uncle, who I never actually got to meet, but I heard a lot of really crazy, funny, awesome stories about him. And so I really liked that name, so I put them together, William Amon. Now, the funniest part about this is I didn't know it until about a year later, but Amon is actually the Irish version of the name Edward, which is my father's name. And so if I had been a boy, I would have been named William Edward. So in a way, I basically chose the name I would have been given at birth had I been a boy for myself during my transition. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it kind of confirmed that I'm on the right track and that I chose the right name for myself. Number 2, who has been the most supportive of your transition or gender expression? That would hands down have to be my best friend and now roommate, Leah. She's always been there for me. She never hesitates to, let me express myself if I need someone to talk to, and anything that I ask of her, like using Amon instead of my birth name or calling me he instead of she always jumps right on that. But she's also not weirded out if sometimes I don't feel quite comfortable that day and I just want to walk around as a girl. She's okay with that too. So she's been really supportive of kind of the ups and downs of the transition that I'm sure everybody goes through. Number 3, what do you most enjoy about your life since beginning transition? This one was kind of hard for me, but I finally settled on the idea that I'm excited that I'm still growing. I'm excited about the fact that I now have the chance to be a better person than I was as a girl. I didn't really like who I was as a girl because I didn't really feel like I was a true, genuine person. And now I know that my journey's just beginning and that I have so many options opened up to me for the future and that I can be a better me. Number 4, who are your trans role models? Who have you looked up to in the trans community who inspires you? This was also a little bit hard for me, but because I don't really have just one person. Basically, everybody on YouTube. YouTube has been a huge support factor for me. I'm on YouTube all the time looking at new videos and trying to get new perspectives. And I'll link a couple of my favorite trans YouTubers in the description below as well. There is one person that I've known personally, though, and that was a psychiatrist / therapist that I was seeing for a little while in my hometown. And he was actually a trans man, and not only that, but a gay trans man. And he told me stories about trans people that he knew that went through the transition and then, still did drag as their kind of old self, I guess, and all kinds of things like that. So he gave me a lot of great perspectives on the fact that you never have to feel confined, that you always have options for expression, and that it's really just important to find out who you are and be that person. Number 5, What changes would you most like to see in the world? This can be trans-related or not, but we'd love to know where your passion lies. So I want to start off with a quote that one of my friends is always telling me, which is to question the obvious truths. And basically, there's a lot of changes that I would like to see take place in the world, but that one quote, that one idea kind of sums it all up. And basically what that means is we're all told that certain things are true and set in stone from birth. And we are learned to fear anything that puts that at risk of not being true anymore. But that's the beauty of the world, and that's the beauty of living here, and the beauty of our minds that can conceive so many different ideas. And we need to just really be open to the idea of saying, you know what, just because someone told me that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. For example, your gender is supposed to be set at birth. It's not supposed to be wavering. It's not supposed to change. But obviously, it's not that simple. And there's a lot of other things that you can question in the same way. So I just encourage everybody to go out there, think of at least one thing every day or every week or every month, however often you want to do this, one thing that you've always been told that you never even thought to question, and question it. Number 6. What are you doing to make those changes happen? So basically, I've done two things. I've decided to step out of my comfort zone and become a YouTube blogger. And that's because I've seen how much YouTube has helped me, and I've seen how much YouTube has helped other people. It's a true platform for people to be able to go out and express ideas that would otherwise not be able to find themselves in a platform for which to be expressed. And so I wanted to be a part of that, and I wanted to help other people the way that the rest of YouTube has helped me. And number 2 is I have volunteered, or I've signed up to volunteer at my local gay rights group, and I haven't actually had a chance to volunteer yet, but I'm hoping to very, very soon. Number 7, tell us something, anything special and unique about you, your interests, your story. Never forget, gender is just one part of the larger project of becoming a fully authentic human being. This took me a long time to figure out because, of course, I'm me, so everything about me just seems normal. But I finally decided that the most unique thing about myself is my love for stories. I feel like I'm a collector of stories, and because of that, I love old people, and that's kind of odd for someone my age to say. Most people want to shove them in a corner and forget about them, but I think old people are great because they have amazing stories, and some of them can be a little awkward or racist, but, you know, a lot of times it's really funny. A lot of times they're really surprising. I mean, go find your nearest old person and just ask them to tell you about their life and their experiences. I guarantee you'll be blown away. Anyway, that was my 7 questions. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys make your own videos. I'd love to see it. Like, subscribe, all that, and have a great holidays, guys.